Hey, I'm worried your shooting's a little off. All that tech stuff weighing you down. We ever go blasters only, your kill count won't look good next to mine.
I'm going to assume that's your natural good cheer.
You assume right. No one hunting me down, no exes mooning over me. Last time I cleaned house, I was playing anarchist on Brento. Feels good to be free again.
After all we did, I'd think some of it would trouble you.
You don't understand me, do you? It's okay. You amuse me anyway. I've been thinking, though. Now that I'm not looking over my shoulder, might be time to move on. I could go after a big score, try something other than spy games. You could come with me.
I'm not going anywhere. I have a job to do.
Why do I even bother? Forget I said anything. So, here's what I figure. Every morning you get up, you exercise, you check your gear, you do your thing to prep. You've got flowcharts tattooed on your eyelids. Me, I'm lucky when I don't crawl out of bed drooling on the floor. How is it I keep up with you? Am I just that good, or does dirty fighting beat training after all?
I'd never argue your skills aren't impressive.
Admit it. We're a good team. You with the gimmicks and me with the rough stuff. We're not tripping over each other anymore. Took a while, but you and me, we're a synced-up death machine.
Teamwork goes a long way. Imagine if we actually practiced together.
I don't need to get that good. You want to go arms shopping together, though? Let me know.
Last night, we ate our first ration bar since leaving the nest. We savored the flavor for 2 hours. We could taste every nutrient, every chemical compound and trace of foil. Do you know what joining the Killiks does to a person's senses?
Should I be sending you on more nighttime missions?
We can't see into every spectrum or smell poison under our nose, but our eyesight has improved. That does bring up something we want to discuss. How do you see our role as operative on your team?
You're a capable partner, and I value your input.
And our skill set? Keeper described us as a covert assault agent. Our role as Dawn Herald gives us that capacity. We just don't know if that's the only reason we're here, or if it should be.
If there's information you have or aid you can provide, tell me. I'm still learning your talents.
So are we, in a sense. But Agent, our whole life, we've been a diplomat. Whatever else we become, perhaps we shouldn't abandon that so readily. Agent, we hope you don't mind, but we were wondering something. Do you have a family? Siblings, a wife, people to go home to after a mission?
Not much room for that in our line of work.
We suppose not. We're just trying to understand how anyone in this job keeps a tether to the real world. None of us can exist in isolation forever.
Ordinary life is easy to forget. That's why we have to remind one another.
Fair enough. Then we all share that responsibility. Thank you, Agent.
You wanted to talk?
Yes. The suns are warmer here. Nothing that smells so green when the gamma bursts come.
Vector, are you all right?
We must go. Auras mingle. Apologies, Agent. Emissaries from our nest. They stowed away aboard the ship and have accompanied us since we left Alderaan. They're becoming quite sociable.
I don't see a swarm around you. Can they turn invisible?
No, but they can grow very large or very small. These live within our flesh. The Killiks of Alderaan know little of the galaxy, only what they absorb through joiners. Our journey teaches them a great deal, but there is something that intrigues us, intrigues the nest. The fate of our lost kin.
I've found colicoids, geonosians, other insectoids, but no Killiks off Alderaan.
We're not surprised. Alderaan has only a handful of nests, sleeping beneath the castle lands and awakening every few centuries. The other Killiks migrated off-world millennia ago. No one knows what became of them, or whether they survived. But the migration is a primal memory. We miss them.
If the Citadel has any record of Killik encounters, we can find out.
We appreciate that, Agent. It may help. We don't know if it's truly important to find them, but as Dawn Herald, We'll be watching.
Cypher, I've finished unpacking the last of my equipment. Between your ship's onboard systems and my custom apparatus, you'll soon have the finest in-flight laboratory in the sector.
You'll make us the envy of the fleet.
Then I'll refrain from publicizing it. Officially, of course, I'm in semi-retirement, monitoring background radiation somewhere in the Zetan wastes. Unofficially, I'm very much looking forward to traveling with you.
Understood, Doctor. I've never been to the Zetan wastes, and we have never met.
An excellent start. I expect this should prove very interesting. Should you need anything from me, you only have to ask. Although if you want my genetic code rewritten, let me know before we leave the ship.
I thought you could become a rack ghoul whenever you wanted.
It's somewhat more complicated and time-consuming. Well, nothing to be concerned with, but rarely an option in the field. Good day.
This is Quesh Control to Intelligence Vessel. Your docking permit is approved, but your arrival is unscheduled. Please state your purpose.
Quesh Control, I'm sending you a list of chemical compounds I'd like delivered to my ship.
I can't help you, sir. I'm not authorized to access our chemical inventory. I suggest you contact Administrator Croyus planetside. He oversees all chemical warehousing.
Point me to the administrator and I'll be out of your hair.
Uploading directions now. Stay safe, sir. Republic forces are close to the base and we can't guarantee protection. Quesh Control out.
Find the chemicals. Make the serum. You will be free again.
If the canisters were damaged, the bosphoridium gas will eat both flesh and circuits. You understand, my toy? Yes, now clean it up and incinerate the bodies. They're contaminated now.
Administrator Croyus.
Yes, the intelligence operative. Control informed me of your situation. I wish you told me in advance.
Do you have the compounds I need?
07, fetch! Now! You'll have your samples presently. Unfortunately, I'm out of Dimalium-6. The Republic seized that chem mine some time ago, and their transports are under guard.
Any alternative chemicals?
Not that I've ever used. Nor the Republic, if they're so intent on keeping Chem Mine Delta. I've done my best to sate your people's appetites for hallucinogenic tea, mind-eaters, or what have you. I think you'd appreciate it.
Here's the chemical supplier. He helped them change you. Are you going to let him continue his work?
Operative?
What do you think intelligence does with your chemicals?
Oh, I couldn't guess. Dimalium-6 enhances spice, distorts memory, corrupts mood.
One blaster shot, spilled chemicals, an explosion. No evidence of murder. Make him pay if you like.
Ours has always been a profitable relationship. I have no desire to disturb that.
The Dimalium-6 operations are over. You no longer supply it for the Empire.
That isn't my decision to make, but I'll do my best to comply.
You've changed nothing, only slowed it a while.
If we understand correctly, we're going after a Republic mining transport. The conflict never seems to end.
Can you feel it? Serum begins its work, bonding to spinal fluid, retracing neural pathways. Painful. Effective.
You may have saved my life. I won't forget that.
Your memory is the least of my concerns. The serum's course is unpredictable and it will take time, but you will be free from the brainwashing. For now, the SIS is waiting. They won't recognize your chance to escape when it comes, but I will.
Codename Saber to Codename Leggett. We've been waiting for your all clear. Everything all right?
Things are going surprisingly well.
Glad to hear it. You're part of the team and we worry. Master Koth has another mission for you. He wants you heading to the Hoth system soon as possible. Contact him once you arrive. Saber out.
Cypher, join us. Vector and I were just discussing Moff Letshara.
We never met her, of course.
Quite fortunate that. But Vector did know her husband, a fine Dejaric player and a scribe of the Ilfmar Gambit.
We apparently share the Doctor's taste in theatre.
I didn't know you were interested in theatre.
Think of it as a testing ground for human nature, much like the game of Dejaric.
We can finish this later, Doctor.
Your crew members are delightful people. For instance, did you know Mistress Kaleo is fluent in Kalish profanities? A rare and admirable skill. I wonder how you manage them. Leadership is such a delicate thing.
My team knows what they're doing.
A fine philosophy until one stabs you in the back. Still, it's good you value their camaraderie. A dead or alienated colleague is a resource lost, and in our business, it's a small step from being disliked to being blacklisted.
Alienate enough people and you find yourself running unauthorized missions on a dead planet.
Quite. I could tell you stories. But I'm afraid I have to attend to my data analysis program. Another time, Cypher.
We've been dreaming lately. Great Spitcrete vessels weep dew above the castle lands. Their engines scorch the air. Dart ship swarms shade the sky, humming a song of farewell. We remember the Great Migration, when the lost nests departed Alderaan.
You said no one knew what happened after the other Killiks left.
We still don't. But our travels have caused a buried memory to surface. In our dream, there is a mosaic that mirrors the stars and shows us the lost one's destination. We request leave for a pilgrimage, Agent, to follow the first steps of the migrant Killiks.
You think the lost nests are still out there?
It's been millennia since the migration, and we doubt we'll see more than dust or petrified shells. Still, the journey honors our kin. We're already packed.
I'll be here when you're done. Take care of yourself.
And you.
So you made it back from your pilgrimage.
Our journey is over. We saw strange worlds and markers set in stone and frozen lakes of steaming colors, but no Killiks. The colony found planets that suited them, but none that could support them. They divided into 1,000 nests, each going its own way, to 100 different stars.
The Killiks left Alderaan and dispersed. Maybe some of the nests survived, but
they remain lost to us. It's all right, Agent. We're grateful for what we've learned. In any event, we're sorry. What? There is a scent here.
You're not giving up already. We apologize for surprising you, but it took time for us to become aware of your presence. More to find you. But we welcome you nonetheless. We are Daizana, of the Lesai Nest.
maybe you should handle this.
Daizana of Lese. We are Vector Hillis, Dawn Herald of Oroboro.
Oroboro? We barely recognize the scent. We thought we'd lost the nests of Alderaan until you followed. Our fleet ship pursued you here. The colony still exists, spun across the stars. Our nests still kin. 1 trillion and more Killiks will dance and sing tonight.
Why does stirring up a galactic hive seem like a bad idea?
We understand your concern, but Agent, Killiks are meant to be as one. This is right.
Our emissaries are not far from your own. Let them touch and bring knowledge.
Yes, the Lese shall rejoice. She offers dancing and Membrosia the chance to walk the tunnels of the Synapse Comb.
The Dawn Herald must come with us. As his partner, you may accompany and share in our joy.
I'd love to see a Killik celebration lead the way.
Don't worry. We'll be out before the pheromones bond to your system.
The Membrosia runs in golden rivers.
You're doing well. Accompany the joiners, if you wish. Morning comes soon. We're impressed. You held up well. More to the point, you brought together the fragments of an ancient people. We can't fully express our gratitude. We hear the singing of 1,000 nests, and are at peace.
I know this means a great deal, but you're as much human as Killick.
We know. Today was a day for the Dawn Herald. Tomorrow may be different. Thank you, Agent, for all your help.
Codename Legate to Base Command. Come in, Base Command.
Base Command receiving, Leggett. Don't be surprised if I cut out. The whole Hoth system is murder on the comms. And not so good for people, either.
I'll keep the signal clear. What's my mission?
Hoth's a frozen rock, not worth much on its own. But years back, it saw one of the war's biggest battles. Hundreds of ships got dragged into the atmosphere, made a sort of a starship graveyard for the best girls in the fleet. You're going to bring one home.
I hijacked a transport once. Never made off with a whole ship.
I heard rumors. Tell me the story someday. It's a war zone down there. Republic salvage operations, Imperial saboteurs, and the White Maw, a few thousand pirates who want the scrap for themselves. Plus the Starbreeze is a Mu-type shuttle, slip of a thing. Haven't been able to locate her in the wreckage. Our only lead is inside the Imperial Army.
That explains why you needed a defector.
We have reports that Lyak Davos, an Imperial admiral who fought in the Battle of Hoth, is assembling an expedition to the Starship Graveyard. He's after a long list of salvage, the Starbreeze included. Join Admiral Davos and get that shuttle to us instead.
Do you plan to explain what you need this shuttle for?
When it's all over, I promise. Codename Hunter will contact you from the field. He's en route to Hoth now. In the meantime, talk to Admiral Davos' search and recovery men at the Imperial base. With any luck, they'll show us the way.
Satellite's dead. What do your people know about Grid Alpha 9?
Pirate territory, heavily fortified.
Can you get me numbers?
Perhaps, but our manpower is limited.
Manpower? Excuse me. Captain Leo Firth, search and recovery. Saw your docking authorization. You must be our visitor from intelligence.
Cypher 9. I'm on unattached wartime duty here to see Admiral Davos.
Sergeant, you're dismissed. The Chiss Ascendancy has been operating on Hoth for years. Useful, but let's not kid ourselves. So, what's your business with the Admiral?
I understand he's leading a team to the Starship Graveyard. I intend to join him.
And you're out of luck. He left base with his expedition 36 hours ago. Long-range comms are almost useless in this weather. You want to wait? He'll be back in a few weeks.
If this were an emergency, how would you reach him?
Look, there might still be a crew at the expedition launch site. It's where the Admiral's supply line to the Starship Graveyard starts. But trying to reach the launch point now is suicide. Weather's bad, and there are Republic commandos in the area.
I don't plan to stay out longer than I have to. But Admiral Davos isn't leaving without me.
Understood, sir. I hope you find what you're after.
Packed and ready, Admiral. Unless you're worried about the Captain's flare.
No. We cannot wait.
Intruder alert.
They are a bit on edge, don't you think?
Officer, I am Admiral Davos, commander of this expedition. You were not expected.
Cypher 9. Imperial Intelligence.
An intelligence agent? Of course. You must excuse our caution. Hoth is not a world that forgives mistakes, a lesson that scarred me long ago.
Weapons down, everyone.
We are in the midst of a delicate operation. These men are preparing to follow me to the Starship Graveyard.
The Minister of Intelligence says I'm to assist your men and ensure the interests of the Empire.
I see. Months ago, I could have accommodated this. Now, I'm afraid we approach the crisis point, and I cannot afford additional risk. Commander, torture him and find out what he knows, then kill him. You're still alive. Don't bother returning to base. Captain Firth is gone, and Admiral Davos bribed most of the others.
Admiral Davos just tried to kill me. What's going on?
No time. Transmission breaking up. There is a location beyond the frozen lake. You'll find answers. Coordinates sent.
I'm on my way.
Well, as secret bases go, this isn't bad at all.
Sir, sorry for not contacting you sooner. No one thought Admiral Davos's men would actually start shooting. Ensign Rena Temple, Chiss Expansionary Defense Force. Welcome to Zero Station.
You're kidding, right?
This is a top-secret Chiss Ascendancy installation. Self-sufficient, running in parallel with the above-ground outposts. Paranoia at work.
But our paranoia paid off.
And this is our base commander, Aristocra Saganu.
Ensign Temple speaks highly of Imperial intelligence. She convinced me the Admiral Davos situation warranted bringing you in.
He ordered his men to torture me. I'd like to know why.
My agents have been watching Admiral Davos for months. We became suspicious when he brought in his own crew, officers loyal to him, and covered it with bribes. Lately, he brought heavy equipment and guns, built an army for his expedition to the Starship Graveyard. You threatened his control.
What's his background? His personality?
Admiral Davos fought in the original Battle of Hoth, and was stranded here for 6 months in the aftermath.
My father told me stories. Brilliant strategist. Never had the connections to become Moth.
He must be after the Graveyard's salvage, prototype technology, military databanks. It could make him unimaginably wealthy. I won't proceed without Imperial sanction. Grant it, and we can stop Admiral Davos and his plans together.
I'm in. What's our next move?
The White Moor pirates control the wastelands between here and the Starship Graveyard. The Admiral's been sending his people out there for weeks.
My scouting party caught them burying some sort of supply caches. We don't know what the Admiral's caches are for, but if you could get us reconnaissance scans, they might give us a lead on the man himself.
First we learn what he's up to, then we close in.
These are the drop point locations. Contact me when you get the scans, and we'll find our man. Chiss Honor.
Sir, this is Ensign Temple. Looks like that cache is full of stolen Imperial equipment. Given how the pirates are guarding it, I'm guessing it's a gift from Admiral Davos to the White Moor.
Where does that leave us?
I advise continuing the recon. A little luck and we'll pin down which White Moor faction the Admiral's dealing with. If you can tag the caches for tracking, that wouldn't hurt either. Temple out. Tracking signal coming in.
This is Hunter to Leggett. Hope you weren't getting lonely. I'm on planet, but signals don't carry here. Arden Koth authorized me to take your reins. Have you found the Star Breeze yet?
I haven't seen you since Nar Shaddaa. How's the rest of the team?
You didn't answer my question. Now I'm gonna have to force you. Keyword onomatophobia. Command, deliver your mission report.
I am attempting to locate Admiral Davos, who will lead us to the Star Breeze.
Good. Obedience comes easier when you don't have a choice. Contact me as soon as you find the shuttle. Hunter, out.
Smart, arrogant, cautious. Don't underestimate him.
Temple here. Like we thought, those caches are a gift from Admiral Davos to the Pirate Coalition. Specifically, he's paying off a group called the Marauders. Raiders and hijackers, influential with the other pirate gangs.
What do we know about their methods? Composition?
Sorry, still reviewing the file. Heavy weapons and frontal assaults. Mixed species. I'm not going to read you what they do to their victims. The Marauders have a camp nearby. Guard looks light at the moment. We're going to take a team in. Meet us there and we'll dig up some answers. Temple out.
Chui atat up xmasa kipuna.
Blast you! Stop! Look at me and stop.
Skier ein hultiet vinstregaaga.
That's right. Keep looking here. I'll keep talking, and you keep looking. Sir, if you're going to do anything, do it now.
Are you all right, Ensign?
I'm fine. Check on the others. Sir, I suppose you want an explanation.
What are you, Ensign? Jedi? Sith?
What I did back there, it was a force trick, sir. I'm just powerful enough to get into trouble. No lightning, no seeing the future, I never trained. If the Sith knew they'd have me killed, that's why I left Imperial service for the Chiss ascendancy.
If the Sith knew, you could become one of them.
Only if I survived the Sith Academy. And I wouldn't. Please, it's your prerogative to pursue this, of course. But let's finish the job first.
Put some faith in me, and this might turn out all right.
Getting a call from Zero Station. They finished analyzing the pirate data.
Agent, Ensign Temple, your raid was successful. It seems Admiral Davos has been trying to arrange safe passage through pirate territory to the starship graveyard. The pirates have agreed to meet, today.
Get me the details, and I'll be there.
The meet is in the primary marauder base, heavily fortified. Attack head-on, and the attendees slip away. However, a cave system runs under the base. Moves softer than a shadow, and you could tap the cave wall.
You're sending him to the bone pits?
The caves are inhabited by animal life and resemble a slaughterhouse. But it's the perfect place from which to observe the meeting.
I'll need maps and equipment.
Once you're in place, you can use a laser drill and microcord camera to tap the wall.
My team will be in touch from Zero Station. Good luck to you.
We need to move out, but be careful in the monster's den.
Where is Admiral Davos? I did not invite servants. I act in the Admiral's name. I'll show you.
Getting audio only. Can you see anything?
That's Captain Firth, one of the Admiral's men. I don't know the pirate.
Begin playback.
Ashok the Unyielding, I am honored by your invitation. I am Admiral Davos, and I fought in the Battle of Hoth. Unlike my peers, I was left to the icy wastes. For 6 months I wandered the wreckage. As I lost my vitality, I found many items of great value. Weapons, artifacts, even a Republic shuttle full of secrets. I hid them in the starship graveyard, so that I might one day claim my prize.
Today's that day. Give us safe passage into the starship graveyard, and we'll all leave rich.
You may want to cut your observations short.
Is there a problem?
The locals don't appreciate us using their cave.
Situation under control. What happened with the meeting?
They cut a deal, sir. The pirates are going to escort Admiral Davos to his treasure, but they outlined their route. I think we know where they're heading.
That Republic shuttle he talked about, did it come up again?
Just the part about it being full of secrets. I think the Admiral likes playing games. The aristocrat and I can meet you at the edge of the starship graveyard. There's an Imperial outpost there. Sagano can fill you in, and we can plan a final approach. Temple out.
We'd be buried alive by the third marker. Bring up the northern passage. Let me see.
He's here, sir.
I'm aware of that. Resume planning. Agent, thanks to your surveillance, we have a lock on Admiral Davos's destination. He and his men are being escorted to a crashed Republic super dreadnought in the heart of the starship graveyard. His horde is there.
I need to get inside. What are our options?
The horde is sealed in the tertiary launch bay, protected by an army of White Moor pirates.
Sorry I'm late. Did I miss the bad news?
There's no other kind.
Lovely. Go on.
This isn't a one-squad operation. The Defense Force will join you for the assault.
I'll take any help you can give.
I suggest a two-pronged approach. You slip past the pirates on the super dreadnought and deactivate the blast doors.
That'll let my team in. We can rendezvous at the launch bay. We'll be your backup.
Skirmish tactics, blaster rifles and electro staves only. We don't want to damage the horde.
Understood, sir. We'll stay on our toes.
You've done us proud. We'll need more like you in the Empire if the Ascendancy is ever to seize its rightful place. Good luck.
Sir!
I'll see you at the Dreadnought. Either way, this'll all be over soon.
Free following. Blasters and flame projectors.
All right, keep them at a distance. Sir, enemies in pursuit. More expected. Bit of a nightmare, but we'll hold them off.
What happened to the Admiral?
Admiral Davos and his horde should be down that corridor somewhere. Quite possibly with his escort.
11, 12 more. Marauders and Scourge.
Aristocles Saganu is holding our escape route outside. We'll keep the pirates off your back. Do what you came to do.
Still here. Still waiting for us.
Admiral, intruder!
Target him, but do not fire. The Cypher agent lives. I wondered what became of you.
I know about your horde and your deal with the pirates. You betrayed the Empire.
You say that so easily. I waited years to return to Hoth and reclaim my retirement funds. My superiors were never to know.
We should take him now.
Silence. You complicated matters. Forced us to part ways with the Empire. But this can be mended. Tell me what you desire.
You want to avoid being branded a traitor. I want to know about that Republic shuttle.
The shuttle? How interesting. It was the personal ship of one Colonel Omus. He served in the upper echelons of Republic weapons research. Rumor was that the Starbreeze contained his records and security codes. I brought it here for safekeeping. Does that pique your interest?
What sort of weapons research did he do?
Omus prototype space stations, ion cannons. He died aboard this very dreadnought, another of his many projects. The shuttle is yours. I ask only two things. Your silence, and the location of the secret Chiss base.
But the shuttle is ours. Our payment.
It is a small price to remove the Chiss from the equation. They know too much.
Sir, even if we wipe them out, we can't trust you-know-who over there.
We are all Imperials. Give me the Chiss, pledge your silence, and we will all return to the Empire in glory. You will have your shuttle and wealth besides.
Captain Firth and the pirates seem troubled. But loyalties change, I suppose.
Captain Firth has been with me for 10 years. As for the pirates, they will accommodate us.
We will not be cut out of this deal.
I make the choices here. Now, Agent, decide.
Listen to them, Admiral. They're taking advantage of you. I saw Captain Firth's meeting with the pirates. He's planning to join them and take the horde for himself.
Perhaps.
You're lying!
Enough of this. We have the treasure. Kill them all.
Codename Legate to Hunter. I have located the Starbreeze.
I owe command 10 credits. You look awful, by the way. Get that shuttle running and rendezvous at these coordinates. Hunter, out.
Sir, pirates are down, but I'm the only one left. We need to get moving.
Have you been injured?
Scratches, sir. Deep scratches. Force trick saved my life.
If we're in any hurry, I don't think we can get this thing off the ground without help.
You can help, but you don't repeat anything you see. Understand?
Understood, sir.
Nice landing. Let's take a look. Solid body, not a scratch on her. And she came with my shuttle? What's her name?
Ensign Rena Temple, sir. Chiss Expansionary Defense Force.
Of course. Minder 17, Imperial Intelligence. Excellent work, both of you.
Just doing my job.
I'll fly the shuttle to its final destination. You can take my ride home. Ensign, why don't you go run a systems check? I need a minute with the agent.
I'll chisel the ice off the pilot seat for you.
Arden Koth will be happy. But the girl, we agree she needs to die, right?
That's unnecessary. She knows better than to reveal classified intelligence.
Maybe I like to be careful. Look, you've worked with her. You've bonded with her. Fine. I'm not heartless. Maybe she'll even be useful. You want her to live? You take responsibility. Stash her on your ship. She doesn't talk to anyone. Doesn't learn about the SIS.
I guarantee she won't be a problem.
Just to be sure, though, I'm putting a command in your brain. Keyword, onomatophobia. If Reyna Temple becomes a threat to our mission, or leaves your supervision, you will kill her. You won't have a choice.
Sorry, I didn't meet your friend. I must have taken a wrong turn.
Sir, Minder 17 told me about the transfer. I'm a little surprised. If intelligence wants me out of the Chiss Defense Force, though, I won't argue. Nice as it would have been to pack an overnight bag.
You'll fit right in, Ensign. You shouldn't worry.
Don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic opportunity. My father would love this. But if I can ask, why do you want me here?
You're versatile, capable, and young enough to learn. You could be a brilliant operative.
Really? Well, maybe it's time for a career change after all.
Dr. Eckhard Loken. We should swap stories about your father.
You know my father?
Oh, forgive me, Cypher. I'm afraid the cold's starting to get to me. I'll meet you both back on the ship.
This is Legate to Base Command. Mission complete.
Base Command here. Hunter gave me his report. He spoke highly of you. Not a lot of people earn his praise.
How did he come to join the SIS?
Used to do corporate security, if you can believe it. Recruited him a few years back. I'm grateful the Starbreeze is in one piece. She'll help us win this war. Now, Hoth and Terrace makes two. Ready for the final stage?
I serve at your command.
Maybe you've heard of it. A death trap of a planet called Quesh. Our primary objective's there. I want you en route.
On my way, sir.
Get to these coordinates when you arrive and we'll be in touch. Base Command out.
Agent, I hope this recorded message finds you well. This is Aristocrat Saganu of the Chiss Expansionary Defense Force. I never got the chance to see you off Hoth. Understandable, things were hectic. Nonetheless, you proved a worthy ally, and one deserving of the Ascendancy's trust. A token of our appreciation has been delivered to Imperial Intelligence. I hope they will pass it on to you. And lastly, give my regards to Ensign Temple. Doubtless she serves you as well as she served us.
Begin encrypted message. This is Keeper to Cipher 9. We don't have long before Republic intercept, but I wanted to hear from you. Status report, please.
It's been much too long, Keeper. Things aren't easy, but I'm still with the SIS.
I wouldn't expect any less, but that wasn't my concern. I'm getting disturbing reports about your activities. Loss of Imperial life on Hoth and some sort of incident at headquarters. Cipher, I need to know if the stress is getting to you.
It won't be much longer, I promise.
Your job is to learn what the SAS is after. Then, and only then, you must kill Arden Koth. Don't lose sight of those goals. Keep it out.
Patience. The serum is working. Play the game until you're free.
This is codename Legate. I'm in position awaiting orders.
Legate, how's Quesh compared to Hoth? Find any pretty ensigns?
Where's base command?
Not far. Hunter to deck. Report in.
Codename Saber in position. Good to see you, Legate.
Codename Wheel ready for operations.
And I'll be in position shortly. It's good to see you together as a team. Too many solo jobs nowadays. But now we're together for the most important job we've ever done. We're here for a weapon. One that can stop this war.
What sort of weapon, sir?
Over a decade ago, Colonel Omas of the Republic Special Forces assembled a team of the galaxy's greatest scientists. The scientists, led by Nason Godera, were instructed to design a weapon capable of turning back the Imperial threat. A shadow arsenal of missiles cloaked from detection and more powerful than any made before.
Colonel Omas died at the Battle of Hoth. Nason Godera moved on to other things. Everyone assumed the shadow arsenal was never completed. But it was. Nason Godera built the shadow arsenal on Quesh, then concealed it in a fit of conscience.
These missiles, that's what we've been working toward.
The ultrawave transmitter had Nason Godera's weapon activation codes. Colonel Omas's shuttle, the Starbreeze, led us to this star system.
And the assault on Mangaza? Wheel and I...
Gave us one more key. Nason Godera wiped all records of the weapon, called it catastrophic, didn't want it used. There are 200 missiles in the Shadow Arsenal. Only takes one to destroy Koth City. Threat alone should make the Sith surrender.
Your plan won't work. Destroy Koth City, destroy the Korriban Academy. They'll only want revenge.
Then we'll have to fight. The missiles are still inside the old manufacturing complex. 2 square kilometers of factories and tunnels.
Sealed up but still intact. The scientists couldn't bear to destroy their work, so they built defenses 50 years ahead of Republic standard.
We're going to secure the facility. I'll bring in the shuttle and locate the Shadow Arsenal.
Saber, take out the main batteries. Wheel, see what you can do with the main computer. Affirmative. Leggett, you'll penetrate the structure at these coordinates. Bypass the droids and lower the facility shields so our shuttle can land.
The best defenses Republic minds have to offer. I could use a little exercise.
May the Force be with us, my friends. Ending the cup.
And Leggett, in case you had any doubts, keyword, onomatophobia. You will lower the shields, and the Shadow Arsenal will be ours.
No choice. Deactivated.
This is Leggett. Shields are down. The shuttle is clear to land.
And Saber did her part. We'll have the Shadow Arsenal on board and headed for Republic space within the hour. You're going to hold position here. Protect the controls until we're gone.
You don't want me near the missiles.
You've done your part. There's no reason to make you face this. Leggett, this is goodbye for now. Go back to Imperial Intelligence. Shore up your contacts. We'll be in touch in a few months.
They don't need you anymore.
Hold position. Keyword, onomatophobia. And thank you.
They're going to win. Now we're out of time.
If they get the Shadow Arsenal off Quesh, this war becomes a lot bloodier.
The IX serum has been eating at you since you injected it, carving neural pathways, bleaching your brain. It isn't finished, but it'll have to suffice. We're going to rewrite your programming. New commands, new keyword, no outside control. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Quesh Protocol, Phase 1. New keyword. Iconoclasm.
Keyword accepted. Quesh Protocol engaged.
Now you have access. You can force your mind and body to obey a new program. Tell me what you want.
No more programming. No more outside control.
Reject command interface. Accept no further orders.
Command interface closed.
Revert to Phase 0. You're free now. Time for me to go. But stop the SIS. Find out how they obtained Imperial brainwashing codes. There are truths you need to know.
Sir? What's going on? Can you hear me?
I'll explain later. Just follow my lead.
You know I will. Let's go.
Minor damage to left tertiary servo motor. Functions are not impaired.
For a droid, you're a bad liar. Come on.
Multiple life forms approaching.
Leggett? I thought you were supposed to be at the shield controls.
Forget that. Why are you two in here?
We're on our way to the sublevels. Hunter thinks there might be a master switch for the defenses. You really should get back. We can handle ourselves.
Why don't you show me your moves? Just this once before I kill you.
No! Wheel, call Master Koth now! Go!
Blasted machine.
Locking mechanisms disengaged.
Leggett, I thought I felt you. You're supposed to be back at the Shields. I see. You're free, aren't you?
Your keyword won't work anymore.
What I did to you was unforgivable. But I did it anyway. An Imperial intelligence defector, just when I needed one. I couldn't risk it being a lie.
Your mission has failed. You're not getting the Shadow Arsenal.
No, I don't believe that. You've shown me your true face. Let me show you mine. Before Arden Koth, the SIS chief, there was a better man. A Jedi Knight who couldn't live up to the code. That Jedi can't live in a world of shadows. But maybe he can still save the galaxy.
I thought I saw it in you. You never did much to hide it.
No. Call it my secret pride. You fight good, Cypher. I don't expect mercy. The Shadow Arsenal was my chance to stop the war, and I failed.
Give yourself up. It's the only way to survive.
If the Republic doesn't win this, be gracious and be kind. There is no death. There is the Force.
He's not getting back up. I think we just saved the Empire.
Arden Koth may be dead, but we can't leave the Shadow Arsenal in place.
I can see if I can contact Quesh Command, if you like.
Cypher. Imperial again, huh? And no more programming. That is a surprise. I was finished with Arden, but I had plans for you. We could have wandered the galaxy together. Me as the captain, you as my servant.
The thought of traveling with you makes my skin crawl.
You wound me. Big changes are coming. Imperial intelligence and the SIS. History will forget them, and it'll forget you. I just tipped off a squadron of Imperial bombers. That facility is about to be wiped out.
I'll claw my way out of the rubble to hunt you down. Do you hear me?
Loud and clear. I'm sure you'll be a nasty pile of dust.
This is Keeper to Cypher 9. Emergency transmission, please respond. I have reports of a level 5 annihilation wave on Quesh, triggered by an Imperial bombing run. An SIS team was the target. Are you all right?
This is Cypher 9. No permanent damage. I can't say the same for our enemies. Arden Koth and his weapon, the Shadow Arsenal, are no longer a threat.
Cypher, what have you been through? Updating the Minister now. Pulling 2 sections off alert, giving approval to the Moths to accelerate our timetable. Tell me the rest later. You changed the war and everything's going to be different.
I appreciate the situation. But if we're going to work together, there are things I need to know.
Then we should talk. Take a day or two. Remember who you are while there's still a quiet place in the galaxy. By the time you're recovered and back at headquarters, we'll be ready to march on Coruscant.